This is our leading page. It is page 77 that we are going to begin with. The very first thing I need you to do is up here at the top of your page. I need you to write your name for me because sometimes we forget to put our names on our papers. Go ahead and pause the video to do that, and then you can resume it and we can go on from there. Okay, our job on this page is to look at these pictures and decide if they start with the I sound or not. So what you will need is you will need a crayon. Now I chose a brown crayon. You do not have to use brown for this. You can use whatever color you want, except for black, because you know that I say we don't color a lot with black because you can't see anything that's underneath it. So choose any other color out of your crayons except for black. Okay, let's look at this first creature up here. Now some might think that that is a lizard, but it is not. It is something called an iguana. Iguana. Did you hear an I at the beginning of that? Listen, iguana. Yes, iguana starts with an I sound. So go ahead and color in that picture for me. Look at this next picture. This is a call. Does call have an I sound at the beginning of it? Call. No, it does not start with an I sound, so we're not doing anything with it. Look at these. These are instruments. Now, yes, we have a drum and we have a trumpet, but we don't call them in this picture drum or trumpet. They're instruments that we play in band. Instruments. Do instruments begin with an I sound? Yes, they do. So go ahead and color in these. So you can pause the video while you get those colored in, and then you can resume it and we will go to the next line. Let's look at this line. What is this a picture of? It is an igloo. An igloo is a home made of ice that Eskimos live in. Listen to this word, igloo. Do you hear an I at the beginning of it? Igloo. Yes, go ahead and color in that igloo for me. Remember, we want to try to color neatly. I usually go around my edges to begin with because the edges are where we have to be the most careful about not getting out of the lines. And then we can color the middle of it a little bit faster. Look at this next picture. It's a ruler and it's pointing to the 1 mark. Do you remember in our picture from the last video what it's called from the end of the ruler to the 1 mark? It's called an inch. This is pointing to the 1 inch mark. Inch. Does it have an I sound? It sure does. Go ahead and color that in. Look at this next picture. This is a helmet. Helmet. Does that have the I sound at the beginning of it? Helmet. No, it starts with the sound, which is another letter, so we're not going to color it. Look at this picture. We saw this in the last video too. An invitation. Does invitation begin with an I? Yes, it does. Go ahead and color in the invitation. Okay, I paused the video while I colored that so that the video wouldn't be so long. You can go ahead and pause it and finish coloring it if you need to. Look at this picture. This is a swing set. Swing set. Does that begin with the I sound? No, it doesn't. So we're going to leave it alone. Look at this picture. This is an insect. Insect. Do you hear that I sound at the beginning of it? Yes. Go ahead and color the insect. Okay, that is the end of this video. And you should have your name up here at the top. And on this page, you should have the iguana, the instruments, the igloo, the inch, the invitation, and the insect colored. And I can't wait to see your work when you get back to school.